What's up, you guys? It's your girl Coco Flowers, and I'm back with another video. And I just want to say, I want people to know that it is okay to show up your authentic self. It's Good Friday. It's a very slow day of just for me and for a lot of us who celebrate the holiday to just be a little slow. You don't have to move too fast. You just kind of go with the flow. And it's so funny that I say that the wind is out there blowing right now and it's rustling through the trees. And it's just like this the whistling of the trees. It just reminds me to just take things slow and go with the flow. And if you don't want to wake up and, put your whole self together, you don't have to. You can just, sip your tea, drink your coffee, smoke your whatever, you know, sit outside, go for a walk, whatever it is. Sometimes it's necessary for us to take things slow and not feel like we have to meet somebody's standards, or why haven't you done your hair today? Some of y'all grandma and your mama them, well, baby, why you ain't done nothing to your hair today? You don't have to. Just be yourself. It's so much, we do so much every day. Just be gentle on yourself some days. And so I'm loving being my authentic self in front of this camera talking to you guys about something that just hit my spirit. I had shared something a while ago about when I had my first encounter with God, and I never shared what I was thinking before I had that moment. Now I know in this walk that I'm on that the enemy was trying to take me out that night. And I know that now. I thought that I was just like having a panic attack, but it was the enemy attacking my mind. This was spiritual warfare that somebody was sending to me. Like I've said before, people try to inflict by their words and their actions pain and death and depression and illness and financial turmoil onto you. Okay, this shit is real. Spiritual warfare is real. And it's really crazy because this was just really like out of it was not normal, the reaction that I had. And I remember I was feeling like I was having a heart attack, and it was just like my mind had my heart wanting to explode. And like I said, spiritual warfare can come towards you through your mind. And this is why you have to renew your mind, because the enemy will surely attack your mind. And his intent is to make many of us who choose to follow God to unalive ourselves. This is why you have people calling you crazy and delusional and, saying you have mental illnesses, because this is the enemy's way of attacking you and hoping that you start to believe the things that are said about you so that you will unalive yourself. But the devil is a lie, okay? I'm here to tell somebody the devil is a lie. See, what the enemy don't know is that what he meant for evil, my God meant for good. So this day when I'm sitting up here literally thinking that my heart is about to explode out of my chest. Crazy thing is that God had been preparing me for this moment, because I had been meditating with my daughter. I had been taking more walks outside. So I had learned all of these different things, not knowing that God was going to use those things to save me this night, right? So when I was having what I thought was a heart attack, I mean, you guys, I was walking and holding the walls. I knew that I was going to faint at any second. My heart was going to come up out of my chest. And I stumbled to the back door and found my way outside. And the wind was blowing just like it is today. And I started breathing. I remember the breaths that I had to take when I was learning how to meditate. And I remember just taking in the air when I was going on my walks. And so I just started to do those things. God was leading me to do all of those things while the enemy was literally trying to attack me. And I remember, walking back in the house and remembering that I had bought olive oil just that very same day, thinking that I was using it to saute my chicken breasts and not knowing that I was going to use that to anoint myself and my entire house. And I remember going to sleep that night. Never in my life have I ever asked God to wake me up the next morning. I told him, I said, God, I know that if you have a purpose for my life, you will wake me up in the morning. Boy, was the enemy mad about that, because God, all he needed me to know was that I trusted in him and I was having faith in him, and that he knew that I knew that if he woke me up, it would be living proof that he is real and that he has something so much greater for me, and that the enemy tried to take me out. But God said, the devil is a lie, not my child. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. So this just goes right on along with what had happened to Jesus. He had a mission, he had a purpose, and God made it come to pass that all of us, despite what the enemy tried to do, baby, we got the glory in the house of the Lord, okay? We are protected. No enemy has any power over our God, okay? So I don't care what you are going through. You are here today because God has bigger plans for you. The enemy knows now that God is real and that he tried it with you, but that he is being exposed. You guys, the stuff that's happening in the media today, okay, this stuff is happening to regular smegular folks like us too, okay? We just not making headlines, okay? Wake up, you guys, wake up. Smell the coffee, smell the roses, okay? People tried you. They tried you. They didn't want you to get to where you're going. And you're going to prove them wrong, because you're going to take every risk. You're going to live out what God has already called you to. You're going to live without fear, okay? You are not ashamed of anything that you have gone through. You are not ashamed of where you are going. You do not care who is with you. You will proudly stand alone, bold, and knowing that God is all that you need by your side. But see how good God is he's not going to let you do it alone. He's going to send people in for you. He's going to send people that are just for you to help you get to where you're going. He's going to send the resources that you need. He's going to make sure that that bill, you're not going to worry about your bills. You're not going to worry about how that bill is going to get paid. You're not going to worry about if you'll have a job tomorrow, because you know your God is with you and he's about to do it for you. I hope that this message blesses somebody. God just put that on my spirit. You guys, it's Good Friday. Okay, God is doing some spectacular things right now. Okay, if you are one of the chosen ones, I know that you feel it. Okay, let your haters hate. Okay, because if they want to speak on your name, that's because they know that you got great purpose. Because ain't nobody talking about nobody that ain't doing shit. Okay, so just lift your head up high, boo boo. Go outside looking like the goddess that you are. It don't matter if you are meeting anybody's standards, as long as it makes you happy, as long as you feel good about yourself. This is why self-love is the best love, because can't nobody take that shit from you, okay? There's people who were supposed to love you who took their love away, and they thought that you were going to be so codependent on their love that you wouldn't be able to pick yourself back up, but you did. All right? You picked yourself back up and you holding your head high, and they hate that for you. But you do you, honey. You do you. God is about to bless you. All right? You are about to get all that you deserve, and all that the enemy thought that he was taking away from you, baby, it's about to be magnified, okay? It's about to be magnified. God, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.